Well, good evening. All eyes are on the Kenya Kwanza government tonight, closely scrutinizing its achievements after 100 days in office. Some of its fiercest critics now say what was promised is not what was delivered during that period, and that is a sign of a bleak future as far as the country's governance is concerned. Its staunch supporters and insiders, however, say that the achievements made cannot be gainsaid. Tonight, we speak exclusively to Chief Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. Welcome to the broadcast. But first, let's have a look at the highlights. Tonight, baby Sagini's grandmother, aunt and cousin charged with attempted murder.
That the accused persons may make an application for bond or bail in the future in the event of changed circumstances.
Also tonight, IBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati insists he has no regrets as he exits the electoral body.
I have no regrets, and I believe that whoever comes in should pick up from where we have. We have laid ground, and we shall be available for consultation if required. Thank you.
What has the government achieved in the first 100 days? Tonight, we speak to Chief Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. Welcome to tonight's edition of Friday. My name is Eric Munene. Our sign language interpreter at the bottom end of his screen is Catherine Simaloi. 3 people connected with the cruel assault of baby Sagini in Kisii County will remain in custody, awaiting their trial early next year, even as the Kisii County government asks the court to detain the suspects until the case is concluded. The grandmother to the child, aunt and his cousin were today charged with attempted murder. Collins Lusweti kickstarts this bulletin tonight.
Maino Chogo, the cousin to the baby, Pacifica Nyakerario, the grandmother, and Rael Nyakerario were arraigned in court on Friday morning before Senior Resident Magistrate Christine Ogweno. The 3 are said to have colluded in a plot that resulted to Brighton Junior Sagini losing his eyesight in a very cruel manner, with the prosecution telling the court the suspects had the intention of killing baby Sagini.
22 at the Kuruma location, Marani sub-county, within Kisii County, we attempted unlawfully to cause the death of Brighton Junior Sagini by gouging out both his eyes.
The incident is said to have occurred between December 13th and December 14th in Ikiruma location, Marani sub-county, Kisii County, with lead prosecutor Hilary Kaino urging the court to deny the 3 bond or bail on account that they will interfere with witnesses if released.
Are you ready with facts, or I give you?
Yeah, you can give me.
Yes. Plea of guilty is entered. Facts to be read later.
Kisii County, an interested party in the case, also backed the application to deny the suspect's release until the case is concluded, citing the nature of the case.
As the provisions of the Constitution, Article 53, the best interest of a child, the Kisii County government, through the county attorney, wishes to enter appearance as a party watching brief for the victim, the child or the child in this matter.
The court ordered the 3 to remain in custody, awaiting the hearing of the case set for January next year.
Accused persons shall be remanded without bond or bail, awaiting trial. We mentioned this matter on the 18th of January next year at 8:30 a.m. for pretrial and any other directions. For now, the first accused person shall be remanded at the male GK prison at Kisii. The second and third to be remanded at the female GK prison at Kisii.
The 3 will be remanded at Kisii men and women prisons. Collins Lusweti, TV 47.
Well, moving on tonight, IBC Chairperson Wafula Chebukati says he has no regrets during his tenure in office, having overseen 2 presidential elections. Chebukati whose contract and 2 other commissioners expire on the 17th of January next year, premised his successes on a peaceful August 9 general election and the use of technology in the polls. Our political affairs reporter Apollo Kamau reports on a tenure whose ending nearly turned tragic at the Bomas of Kenya.
With just weeks to go before his term expires mid-next month, IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati kicked off his farewell campaign with political parties, saying he has no regrets about his 6-year tenure at the Commission helm, having overseen 2 presidential elections.
I have no regrets, and I believe that whoever comes in should pick up from where we have. We have laid ground, and we shall be available for consultation if required.
I also want to congratulate IBC specifically for going through the process and ensuring that every position has been filled as required by law, and a government has been formed, both national and county government.
President William Ruto's August 9 election victory, which nearly brought his tenure to a tragic end, has not deterred Chebukati from self-appraisal on the poll, terming it a success after the now popular Cherera 4 commissioners rejected the results, terming them opaque.
It's been tough. We went through challenges, but 2022 election was a success as far as the commission is concerned.
During his tenure at the commission helm, Chebukati has had to navigate 2 presidential election petitions. In 2017, the Supreme Court nullified the poll and ordered a repeat poll, which was boycotted by Azimio coalition leader Raila Odinga, and the 2022 election, which was petitioned and upheld by the Apex Court.
The office I hold would require a lawyer who actually understands the law, and has, of course, the qualifications of a Supreme Court judge. It's an office that requires a lot of listening, a lot of understanding, and more especially, one must have thick skin. And I know you guys have been part of the journey when you write all sorts of things about us, but we normally just take it with a stride and move on.
Chebukati, who spoke at a forum with political parties to audit the August 9 general election before he launches a final report expected before retirement, told of the opposition on claims of proceeding on terminal leave.
Our term is contractual, so we shall serve until 17th of January, and then we go. Those who want to look for me, if they think I'll still be at IBC, come on 19th, you'll not find me there. I'll be gone. The issue about terminal leave applies to those who are employed permanent and pensionable.
The Registrar of Political Parties, Anderito, has called for a review of laws governing consensus during political party nominations, while questioning the rationale of pre-election coalition agreements.
Do we really need pre-election coalitions? Or do we want to do post-election coalition? Because the people who make pre-election coalition, if the game changes after election, they all want to move. Before he leaves office, Chebukati is expected to appear before the Agri Muchelule Tribunal, probing Cherera 4 to give an insider's account of what transpired at the Bomas of Kenya. Apollo Kamau, TV47.
Now, with just hours left before the Christmas celebrations kick off, President William Ruto today paid a courtesy visit to one of the children's home in Eldoret Town to celebrate with the children. While speaking during a meeting that brought together a number of children, President Ruto affirmed the government's commitment to protecting the rights of children through the recently amended Children Act of 2022. The president also urged parents to be responsible and raise their children in the best way possible, since they are the future generation. The president was accompanied by First Lady Mama Rachel Ruto.
Tutahakikisha kama taifa ya kwamba sheria ambayo inalinda haki ya watoto ambayo tulipitisha hivi majuzi, tutahakikisha kwamba serikali itaweka mipango kuhakikisha ya kwamba hakuna mtoto Kenya ambaye analelewa vibaya ama anaumizwa ama anafanyiwa vibaya, either na wazazi ama na mtu mwingine yeyote. Children are our heritage. They are our future. And they are the fruit that God has given to us. Our children occupy and should occupy a special place in the life of any family, any society, or any nation. And therefore, we must celebrate our children. We must do the best that we can for our children.
Na wacha tu niwatie moyo, niwaambie kwamba Biblia inasema tusichoke tukitenda mema. Do not be weary in doing good, because in due time you will get your reward if you do not give up.
Well, moving on, learning institutions disputing the just released KCPE examination results have 30 days to query for a review of the results. This is according to the Kenya National Examination Council Chief Executive Officer Dr. David Njengere, who says once they receive the complaints, they will counter-check them for accuracy. Moi DEB Primary School in Bungoma County is among schools that parents and teachers feel that the scores which they received did not reflect the potential of their children.
The last 2 days have been a nightmare for teachers and parents from a few schools across the country who believe the KCPE exam results they received did not reflect their potential. Some of them have written to the Kenya National Examination Council (NEC) requesting for a review of their results. The CEO of the examining body now says all aggrieved parties have 30 days to submit their grievances to NEC.
We are asking the council to consider relooking at the results of Moi Primary School in Bungoma, and even those students that were being told were involved in examination cheating. It doesn't need anyone to have, to go to school to know that those are very small children who cannot do anything on their own. So if the government is saying that they were involved in examination cheating, plus all thousands of other pupils across the country who did not get their results or who scored 0 in the subjects that it's alleged they were involved in examination irregularities, we will not believe the council until we see adults who are manning those exam centers arrested and prosecuted.
The rules and regulations for national examinations allow for any candidate who feels that they have a query on either the way their names were captured or their marks, they have the right to request for us to verify their results. So as soon as we receive this, we verify for each and every candidate, and that is the procedure that will be followed even in this case. As soon as they submit their query, we are going to verify.
On placement of Form 1 students, the government has promised parents and teachers that there will be transparency.
Others may be anxious where their children will go in January for Form 1. We shall give you assurance that we shall be transparent, we shall be fair, and we shall do the right thing to make sure that each kid gets a school that they chose and they deserve to be there.
The Form 4 candidates sat for their last paper on Friday. They are expected to receive their results before schools open for first term at the end of January.
On marking, most of us, as we go out to celebrate Christmas, we shall be hanging around to make sure that we are prepared to let our children know their status before the schools open on 23rd. So it means we have a very short time, and therefore we are kicking off all the exercise as soon as we finish what we are doing. So it will be a marathon.
The end of the concluded national examination also marks the end of a compressed school calendar. All the primary school graduates will know the secondary schools they have been selected to join by 16th January 2023. Sharon Baranga, TV 47.
Moving on, 3 people have died while on duty at Golden Africa Limited in Athi River, Machakos County. The trio died through suffocation while removing sludge from a water treatment pit. According to Athi River South OCPD Mary Njoki, the 3 men had not donned safety gears as required. Efforts to get comment from the company management went futile after journalists were barred from accessing the premise. The police boss said it was the responsibility of the company to ensure the safety of the workers, adding that a post-mortem will be conducted soon. Heavy traffic snarl-up has built up along the Nakuru-Nairobi highway as a huge number of Kenyans are traveling up country to join their relatives for the Christmas and New Year festivities. The Kenya National Highways Authority, KENHA, has advised motorists planning to use the route to exercise road courtesy to avoid worsening the situation. Apart from the Nakuru-Nairobi highway, other routes that were affected include Kericho, Kisumu, Nairobi-Eldoret, and Mai Mahiu Nairobi roads. Now, there was a traffic snarl-up on the Busia-Kisumu Road early Friday morning after a fuel tanker overturned. According to the tanker's driver, Kennedy, also the ongoing road construction works caused the accident, and he further blames the Kenya National Highways Authority. Motorists complained of being stuck in traffic for hours as security officials went to the scene to bring the situation under control. Now, the incident comes at a time when several Kenyans are traveling for the festivities as Christmas is one day away.
Barabara ni ndogo kabisa ambayo haiwezi fanya kitu inaitwa overlapping. Kwa hivyo wakati nilikuwa najaribu kupita kando, gari iliingia kwa mshimo. Wametengeneza mamitaro na mitaro yao kuziba. Mitaro na pia kuna light kuonyesha mtaro iko hapo. Sasa kwa gari lilipoingia kwa mtaro, gari ligeuka na gari kaanguka chini na mafuta. Mimi naomba kaunti ya Busia wakuwe watu waangalifu, kwa sababu hii accident si ya mimi peke yangu, imeshakuwa 4. Hii ni mara ya 4 sasa. Mtu atoke Mombasa kuja Busia, hajui mtaro uko wapi na kuna light kuonyesha. Unaona hiyo accident inatokea kwa sababu ya carelessness ya contractor ya Busia. Tena stuka sana gari ya polisi inabeba mafuta yangu inaenda nayo. Lori 4 pamoja na double cabin 4.
Haya maneno ya hii barabara ya Busia Kisumu tumezungumzia kwa muda mrefu sana. Tumezungumza wapate njia mbadala.